So welcome, yogis. And just beginning on your mat wherever you're most comfortable, whether that is a seated position or lying down, just choose where you're going to be happy for a few minutes. Just while we start, we arrive. The four corners of our mat are almost like a sacred space. And within these four corners is a place where we know that we will be calm, where we explore who we are, physically, mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually sometimes. So settling into this lovely, nurturing space. Have a moment just to tune into your breath. Simply follow an inhale and an exhale. And just by becoming conscious of those two moments can anchor you into the present moment. How do you feel physically? Just take a scan from head to toe. Noticing anything that's tight, tender, a little achy. But also acknowledging everything that feels good and that you don't even perhaps feel. And there we can have a moment of gratitude. And also just visually in your mind's eye, just take your energetic roots down into Mother Earth, down into Gaia. Either from the tailbone or from the soles of your feet, however you like to visualize rooting down. I like to imagine tree roots growing deep into the earth and spreading out wide. And if we all have tree roots like that, we will all be at some point probably connected. So when you're ready, if you're lying down, just have a moment to stretch now. Maybe take the arms overhead. Full body stretch. And then bringing knees into chest, right one, then left one. If you're already seated, perhaps just roll your shoulders. Maybe tilt the head and just feel into your body gently. We're going to come up for Zazen, seated meditation. So have a little rock on your back if you're lying down. Just again, another opportunity to feel into your physicality. So I think we will do Peace Begins With Me. It's a lovely mantra mudra, a beautiful thing that I learned from another yoga teacher a long time ago. So just turn the palms upwards. And what we do with this is we bring each finger to our thumb and we say, peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. That's what we say. So it's a lovely mantra in the mind and mudra with the hands and the fingers. If partway through, and I do offer this to you, you just want to relax the mudra and just come into dhyana mudra, then you can just carry on with the mantra in your mind and just notice where your observation goes, whether the mind starts to wander a bit more when you're not using the hands. Or you can continue to practice both. It's entirely up to you. So let's pop this on for about 5 minutes. Try and let your body be relaxed. Close the eyes. And then we can start. So bringing each finger to your thumb. I'll talk it through a few times. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Peace begins with me. Just taking it internally now. Let the breath be soft and relaxed. And really take in the words that you're saying. Notice if your mind starts to wander, just keep coming back to the mantra. If you want to relax the mudra, bring the hands to Dhyana mudra. You can stay with your mantra. Staying with your mantra. With your eyes still closed and in this lovely space, notice if you see colours or changing shapes in your mind's eye. Just awareness of that void that we gaze into. So take a deep breath and then we can blink our eyes open, coming back into this space. It's such a lovely practice that I like those particular words, but you could always sit down and change it into another 4 words, whatever feels right or resonates with you. Okay, so we're going to come into caterpillar, our first pose. So a nice stretch for the whole back of the body. It's coming into just a seated posture, legs out in front of you. So very much like Paschimottanasana, but just softly resting forwards. If you need something under the knees, like a little rolled towel or a blanket, that's always nice and supportive. But just relaxing here. The idea of yin is to be passive and just gently soften into the pose. Relaxing through the legs. If they roll out a bit, that's fine. And then gently relaxing into your shoulders and upper back. Keep looking for where you're tense. This is a lovely pose for your urinary bladder. Runs from the inner eyes, over the head, all down the back, aligning along the spine, and then down the legs to the little toes. Just observing your breath to your belly, how it moves up into the chest, opens into the back of your body and back ribs. Noticing every now and then if you're tensing up again in the legs or around your knees. See if there's a little bit more room for movement. See if you've created a bit more space. Deep breaths. And then we'll just take one more deep breath. Lifting up slowly. And then coming back onto your mat. Enjoying a nice neutral spine. Have a nice little sigh, relax. It might take a while for you to feel safe enough to relax into the back. So just observe how long it takes. Enjoying the breath, letting go. Try and relax your abdomen if it's tight around the sides of your waist. If you need to wag your tail or just gently rock the pelvis, just to get comfortable. So lying here, observing your body, being very conscious of all the parts you feel that take a little while to relax. Following any chi movement that you feel, the coolness, the tingling in certain spots in your body. And then when you're ready, bringing the knees in. Right one, left one, and enjoying a nice rock. So we're going to come into supported bridge next. You'll need a little block or something that can raise you or lift you. So a bolster will do as well. So rolling up to seated, just to grab whichever prop you have. it is just something to elevate you. So you can have it on the top height, or if you feel that you just need to be closer to the earth today and a little bit more soft with yourself, take it down to the lower one. So we're going to come into bridge position, bring the feet to buttocks, lifting up. And if you are using a block, it's important to just make sure that you're not encroaching on your lumbar vertebrae. It is just on that flat part of the sacrum. If you have a roll or a bolster sort of thing, then it's a little bit less important. Still in that same place, but you won't feel it too hard on the lumbar spine. So, okay, this lovely pose. Beautiful pose, grounding, so root chakra. This is also great for sacral, especially solar plexus and heart, and also throat. So balancing for a lot of the chakras. As you come into this pose, notice if you're tight in your buttocks and the inner thighs and backs of your thighs. Just relax. You might notice the legs lean out a little bit, and that's fine. And the other place that will often tighten up is the neck, top of the back and shoulder area. So just keep rotating your awareness to these two spots and relaxing. Maybe close your eyes if you haven't already. Tune into your breath. So this is a lovely pose for your lower spine, lumbar. Keep relaxing your shoulders and thighs and buttocks. Deep belly breaths. Just keep checking in whether your shoulders keep creeping up to your ears and just relaxing down. Just witness your thoughts. What's going through your mind right now? Positive, negative, neutral thoughts? Keep relaxing the buttocks, softening shoulders. It's amazing how the body will just tense up without you realizing. So we'll just take another few breaths here, just enjoying this position. Lovely stretch through the front of the body. And then when you're ready, just perhaps lifting onto your toes so you can clear the block or whatever prop you were using. Just take it away, roll yourself down very gently, conscious of every vertebrae coming back down to the mat. It's lovely to be nurturing with yourself. And then just finding Shavasana. Really enjoying how that feels through the back of your body. A nice counter pose for caterpillar. Deep breath and relax. Even as you lie here, notice if you're holding tension through any parts of your body, perhaps your legs, your neck. Softening your face. And then just as everything starts to fade, all the sensations, we can draw these in. Nice and slowly, just observe how it feels as you draw the knees to chest, the gentle movement in your lumbar body. Just enjoy rocking or rolling maybe in a few circles, finding how it feels on the outer edges of your back. And so now we're going to come into heart bench or bench. Rolling up. If you have 2 blocks, I'll show you heart bench in a second. If you don't have 2 blocks, then the alternative is just as lovely. It's more gentle and we call it bench. What we do is we have the little cushion behind us. We take it a little gap. So perhaps I would say 2 or 3, 4 inches, so that there is a little bit of space, and then we lie back. The reason being is so we don't curve into lumbar and we're actually opening more into thoracic spine, and we just lie back. If you need support behind the neck or the head, please just roll up a small blanket or a towel. So that is just as lovely, and often I will invite you to do that if you need to be softer today. Heart bench, we have 2 blocks. One is behind the heart in alignment with the spine, and the other one simply is just to rest the head. And then we're going to just lie back. It always feels strange to start with, and it always takes me a few goes just to find the exact position that I'm happy with in the moment. And then we can just rest back here. This is both of the poses, bench or heart bench, are beautiful for opening up your heart chakra, activating throat chakra, and just really just letting the muscles in the front of your chest expand. They're often so contracted when we're hunched forward all day. It also relaxes the back of the body, which is often so expanded all of the time. Try and relax the head and the neck, whichever pose you've chosen. Breathing deeply to belly. And just following the movement of the breath as it moves up into the chest. And this often brings me to the idea of loving kindness, metta, meditation, where you offer kindness and love to yourself firstly, and to your dear ones, extending out to friends, and then having the capacity to love perhaps someone you've had conflict with, and then the whole world. So how does this pose make you feel this morning? If we feel a little bit tender in our emotions or a bit bruised in our heart, this is a nice pose to encourage healing. Notice if it's a pose you're enjoying today or indifferent. So just take 2 more conscious breaths, feeling everything move and expand as you breathe. And then we will slowly, supporting the body, lift your head first. And then lifting up, just move whatever props you've used away, and we'll come down into neutral spine. Again, just have a little wriggle, get comfortable and tune in and observe everything that's going on. Where the prana, where the chi moves, where you feel relief in your body. And still just following gentle belly breaths. Just take one more opportunity to scan through and see if you're a little bit tense anywhere in your back, body. And then we'll draw knees in for a hug. Again, enjoying how this rock and roll feels, always feels different depending on which pose we've done before. And then we're going to come into cat's tail. Roll up just to grab a cushion. Bring it up to where your head is. We're going to start on the lying on your right hand side. This is a twist, a 2-sided pose. If you can't do this, please just choosing another pose that's 2-sided, you can do. You might also find, depending on if you're on hard floors or not, you might like to have the added padding of a little blanket under the hip and thigh area. It's entirely up to you. If you're quite comfortable, that's fine. So join me lying on your right hand side. We're going to bring the left leg over, almost like you're coming into recovery position. If you can use your left hand to clasp your right foot, great. If you can't, don't worry about it at all. Grabbing your cat's tail, and then I just use the pillow as something just to support the head and neck so that you don't have too much strain on the left side of your neck. And then gently just start to roll back. This is a really lovely twist, very nurturing twist. If you haven't got a pillow, you can use your right hand to cradle your head. And you can progress this pose as much as you want to. You can start in a very sort of gentle twist. And as we take the time here, you can explore really rocking that left shoulder back. So as you come into this pose, try to relax your buttocks. Your lower back and your thighs is probably the place you'll find tension. Deep breaths. If you are holding your foot, just make sure you have a nice gentle clasp, nothing too tight. Making sure your neck and head are comfortable, so just any adjustments there. Keep relaxing. And as everything just starts to gently stretch, you can explore the twist a bit more. Relaxing again. Notice your breath. Notice how the breath spirals through your body. This is lovely for your gallbladder meridian, your digestive system, the spine and your nervous system, and your immune system, where it's like wringing yourself out. So let's just take one more breath. Lifting yourself up onto your side again, release your foot. And once you feel like you've come into alignment, you can just roll onto your back. Just have a few moments in neutral. What do you feel? Where do you feel it? Just come back to that. Start to just hone in on the subtle movement of chi in your body. Even if it's the smallest little area, you can feel a bit chill or tingly. And then we'll draw knees in. And coming onto the other side. So either rolling over or switching ends of your mat. And cat's tail on the left. So start by lying on your left. We draw the right knee over, resting it in alignment with the hip. Grab your foot. So this is left foot with the right hand. Nice loose clasp. And then just gently positioning the pillow to support your head in the best way possible. Rolling back on that shoulder in your own time to explore the twist in the body. Deep breaths. You can notice if this side feels different in any way. Whether you start off a little bit tighter in certain areas. So relax the lower back, the sides of your waist and your buttocks. Notice if you like this pose. How does it feel today? Observe every now and then whether you're holding tension in your left held leg. Whether you can relax it, it might feel like it becomes heavier. And following your breath, notice the parts of your body that move the most. Can you roll back a little bit more? Is there a bit more space for that? And we'll just take a few more breaths. Gently, you can roll onto your side again, release your foot, and then just slowly finding your way onto your back. Taking a few moments to just observe. It's often curious to observe the feelings on the left side of your body and the right side of your body. With a twist, you often find it's in both sides, in different places. Just have a few more moments to observe if you're tense anywhere, even in the arms, the shoulders, the lower back or thighs. And then drawing knees in. Gently, as you do this, noticing how it feels throughout the whole back. And a nice rock. So we're going to come into hammock now, two-sided pose using the yoga straps. So if you roll up and just grab your straps, or if they're handy for you, then you can stay lying down. So we'll start with the right leg. Pop your strap around the right foot. Lying down, we're going to pop it behind the head, but not the neck. I do stress that every time. It is on the base of the skull, that occipital ridge. So the straps will just sort of cover the tops of your ears more than likely. And you can have your left leg straight or bent, whichever you prefer. I prefer it straight. And this is a really lovely posture for a gentle stretch into the upper spine and the neck. So in this pose, you can just hang out here. If you want to just gently push into your foot, you'll feel a lovely little stretch into the back of the neck. And then the opposite, if you just let the head become very heavy and weighted, you start to feel a lovely stretch through the back of your leg and your hamstring and calf muscle. And it's nice every now and then just to maybe move between those two sensations. Or you can just relax both ends and enjoy just hanging in this lovely hammock. Deep breaths to the belly. You can feel all that lovely movement in the tummy and your chest. Try to relax the muscles through your body. Try to let the breath be nice and loose and not tight. And so how does this feel today for you? Just inquire. Every now and then you can push into the foot, stretch through the neck, or let the head be heavy and stretch through the leg. Sometimes it's quite nice towards the end of this pose, if you want to, you don't have to, but you can unhook your strap, and we just spend maybe half a minute just gently moving. So holding onto your strap, maybe swing the leg out to the side. Feel a lovely stretch on the inner thigh there. And then just gently moving. So wherever you naturally want to explore and move, notice when it starts to get funny and twingy, maybe bending the knee. Explore the leg across your body. When you gently move like this, you're just noticing all the parts of your body that fire up and create sensation. Okay, and then we'll just gently lower the leg down. Swap your feet over whilst you have that tension in the strap, and then just have a few moments to rest, holding on to your strap still. And just explore what different sensations do you feel from right side to left side. That's again another lovely posture for your bladder channel and your bladder organ. So let's come into the other side. If you want to hug your knees in for a moment, you can do. Always feels nice just to sort of clear the feeling of the previous pose, and then we can come into the next side, the other side. So the strap is around the left foot, ball of the foot, and then popping it around again, the back of the head, base of the skull bone, the occipital ridge. And again, relaxing. You can explore, as I said before, pushing into the foot gently, not to cause pain through the neck, or let the head be heavy and feeling the stretch in the back of the leg. Try not to tighten the breath in the belly. Nice deep breaths. And you can explore whether there's a difference this side, whether that you have a lot more tightness in one side than the other. And also, because we have the legs raised, it's really nice for any fluid build up around the ankles or lower legs. Restful on the heart. Perhaps you can start to feel your hamstrings stretching very gently. Maybe there's a little bit more space for straightening your leg or lifting it higher. If you wish, you can unhook your strap from the back of the head and just have a little bit of free movement of your leg and moving with the strap. It's always nice what you do one side of the body to mirror the other. You might find there's always a little bit of a spot where you take the leg too far and you can feel it a little bit nervy and it feels strange. Different when you perhaps bend the knee with the leg across the body. And then we can gently just lower. We can unhook our foot from the strap and just have a few moments to observe the feelings. You can really feel sensation through your leg with that pose. If it's on the inner legs, it is often targeting liver, spleen, kidneys. If you feel it on the back of the leg, it's more bladder. Outside is gallbladder. So even here, are you relaxed? Are you tense in your hands, your wrists, face or neck? Softening through your back. Just following your breath. And then gently, when you're ready, you come into relaxation. Hug the knees in if you want to for a little gentle rock. and either returning back to lying on your mat or coming up to seated, whichever feels most comfortable for you. And just getting lovely and comfortable and warm. Blankets, popping on your socks. Relaxation as a part of yoga is just as important and vital as the poses, as the breath, as the whole combination. So many people find it so hard to relax, to really truly let go. So practicing, being with yourself, being at one with yourself is a valuable time spent. Okay, lovelies, I'm going to draw an angel card. What peace or lovely bit of guidance will be given today? We are coming out of the year of the snake. Oh, one has dropped out. Oh, lovely. 2025 is Year of the Snake, a year, as I understand it, of challenge, struggle. We are releasing from that, like a snake sheds its skin. We need to leave, let go, leave it behind, certain things that don't serve us, and we have to shed, declutter, whatever it is, ourselves, in order to move into the next phase of who we are going to be in 2026, which is Year of the Horse. So linked with more motivation, more moving towards a destiny. So the card that actually fell out, and I love it when they fall out, is Zanna. How lovely is that? Very appropriate. So yogis, relaxing on your mat, and I shall read what this says. Angel Zanna, you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. No matter what has happened in your past, your present and future are now safely protected by angels. I am helping you to heal from past upsets or trauma. I am helping to heal your heart of worry or fear. I am here to help you release any self-sabotaging thoughts or behaviour. I am here, in other words, to help you enjoy a renewed sense of safety and peace of mind. The other angels and I stand guard around you, your home, your family, your vehicles, your workplace. You can rest assured that no lower energies can permeate our protective field. We only allow the energy of love to enter wherever you or your loved ones reside. All expressions of fear are transmuted back to the field of illusions from whence they came. The divine and angels ask that you relax, enjoy yourself, for your happiness brings a smile to the heavens. That's lovely. And I know it might sound a little bit strange or daft, but I always, in an imaginary way, put an angel on my roof. And I just leave him or her there to protect the house, the people, the things in it. So it might be a nice little imaginary thing that you can put over your house, put an angel on your roof. And just have a few more minutes to relax. So lovely yogis, no need to move just yet. As you relax there, just draw your awareness back to my voice. And returning to the idea of maybe popping an angel on your roof. It could be Archangel Michael, protector. Imagining a lovely dark blue cloak, shield and sword. If you can imagine that, protecting everything around you. So take a few deep breaths. Feel the breath move through your body. And then you can start to wiggle fingers and toes. Fingers linked with the details of life. Rocking head from side to side. Noticing if you have a little bit more flexibility than you normally do. If you're lying down, maybe a full body stretch now, and then hugging knees in. And if you're already seated, enjoy perhaps just rolling the shoulders, a gentle flex through the spine. Are you looking forward to the rest of your day? Or are you reluctant to come off your mat? Just notice where you are, where your energies are. Which poses, which parts of your practice have you felt beneficial? And then when you're ready, rolling up to seated. Take a moment just to reground, perhaps now through the tailbone, just revisualizing those tree roots grounding you down. And then we can bring our hands to heart center. Om Shanti. Namaste.